Hello, beautiful friends. I hope everyone's smiling because we know how to tap into that chemistry within us, where bliss is, where joy is, where higher consciousness is, where peace is, all the good things that we are bringing with us into what is called the new year here in the civilization. So happy new year to everyone. Cosmic moment every day. Every day is a new beginning. I'm not a big believer in the calendar that we have, as you know. I very much find it very suspicious, but that's okay. It's a collective agreement we have here, and it's okay. And so today, we have really a ceremony. To me, life is a ceremony, and how we live it really depends on us, no one else. And so how we step into the day, is always the big question, because then the rest of the day is the answer. And so hopefully everyone is feeling empowered by all what we share here about our cosmic mother nature and how to connect with her. So, there is a way to live, and that is either the highway, the random way, or the low way. And I believe that when we step into this beautiful creation connected to our cosmic mother nature, it is the highway. And so does it mean that we are always in bliss? No, but we know how to find that bliss. We do have practices, and those practices are very useful. And so as a multi-dimensional being, you can call yourself that, or simply say that you have many different bodies. So it's like a holistic approach to us. So I was thinking this morning, as I was going through my big practice, since I don't have to work this week, which is nice. So I have more time to meditate, more time to do breathing practices. And I was thinking, if we just meditated, would we have the same success? And I don't think so. It's a combination of things. It's a combination of breath. It's a combination of posture. It's a combination of consciousness. It's also a combination of what we do with our personality. Do we want our personality to be just random, nonsensical, or do we want to be masters of our own being? And so this holistic approach is really the approach of cosmic mother nature. Yesterday, I was doing a lot of breathing practices. And when you do, certain breathing practices, obviously they reveal to you a very mystical nature of things. And so I'm sitting here in my meditation room doing all the breathing, and suddenly what we call Ganesh completely appeared in my third eye. And what I have learned through all these mystical practices is that very often we see energies that are within us, but we think that they are outside of us. And because they appear to everyone the same way, we say, oh, that's a being, that's Ganesh, that's an elephant being. But yet maybe we are simply looking into our own alchemical physiology and our own chemistry. And so I know that a lot of these mystics see the same things. It's really magical because within us really the sacred liquids, and they are the sacred gland system and the sacred nervous system, and we get to activate it with things like breath, with things like meditation, and so on and so on. And so today we're going to go through a little practice. So I try to just do what Divine Mother really showed to me would be effective. And that also meant not doing certain things. And so to me, it is every day, the most important thing is connecting with the larger body of really our own being, and that is cosmic mother nature. And not only connecting to her, here with the physical body, but also connecting to her through the physical body, through consciousness, to cosmos. And that's something we have done also together. So we open the gates to heaven when we work with starlight. We are opening all the meridians. We call them meridians. I'm going to call them meridians. You can call them energy channels that are within us. And we are attuning our being, the body, like a tuning fork. The body is really the alchemical lab here. This is where the alchemists work. They work with that spine, they work with the breath, they work with all the secretion of all the glands, and we simply have practices that can trigger these magical things. And so the thing that Divine Mother said is every single day, make it a sacred practice to be one with her. deeply through your feet, because your feet also are portals to all this energy, to align your spine with her. You know, when she first started to teach me, I had to learn about her physiology. It was so funny. I got all these books about the body because she is really the mother of the body through which she works. And this is not that all that we are, but within the body are portals taking us to higher consciousness. And so that is the holistic approach of the mother, to actually be able to be that tuning fork. And so today we're going to attune through the breath. So when I do my morning practice in the morning, that I always speak about is being barefoot no matter what, even though sometimes that hurts because, you know, the weather can be snow. But still, anyway, find your little spot somewhere where you can stand on her, even if it's just for a few minutes, and consciously. Now, this is the second power we have. Not only do we stand outside and say, oh, I'm standing outside, that's nice. No, no, no. Then we take it to that amazing, powerful mind that we have. And so the mind, then, we don't want to be in the human mind that's all over the place. We actually want to be always connected to our higher mind, our true intelligence, not the reason that we have, but true intelligence, which has to be our divine mind. So the divine self. And so the divine self uses imagination, visualization, intention like a magician. So then when you're standing outside, you can speak magic into the ethers using your amazing voice to speak magic into being. So I am connecting to the earth, my mother. I am connecting to the sun, my father, if you wish. I am connecting to all that is through my breath and then breathing. So that's the next one. So we do the body, you know, we put the body out there and we know who we are. We are an alchemical being. We are made of the divine self. We are made of the body deva, but also we are the third element. And so complete confidence, just be confident in yourself, because when you get to know yourself, there is nothing that you can doubt. We can doubt a lot of teachings. We can doubt if this is true or not. But when you get to know yourself, all you need to know is yourself as your divine self in your body elemental. That is your trusted guide. And that is how you have access directly to all that is. To me, that's the best way. That's what I teach here. Always have your self-realization and direct access to all that is, so that no one else has to teach you anything anymore, because you then go and you learn every day. And really, you know, what are we learning? When we are still on this journey of self-realization, we do, you know, bring in all the different teachings, and it helps us. And always it has to be a path of love, as you know. And so if we then want to see, you know, are we really evolving here? We can tell, are we simply more loving? Are we simply more accepting? Are we simply more understanding? Are we simply more caring? So it's really simple. The evolution then, to me, consciousness is measured by our ability to love, and not just love, but be love. That is true consciousness. You know, in my life, I met even what I would call dark magicians, and they were so powerful. I was so blown away. And this was in England. I met a man. He was so incredibly powerful. He was really, you would say, performing miracles, but without love. And yet he mastered energy, he mastered power, but he was only using it for darkness. And so, you know, sometimes we see people have incredible knowledge, people have incredible powers, but we always want to be the power of love. That is the real power. And so not to be mistaken with, you know, having supernatural abilities. Supernatural abilities are nice, but only when they are in the hands of love. And so always, when we are on a path of evolution, the true evolution is simply expansion into more love, more compassion, really deeply feeling for not just ourselves, not our family, not our friends, but feeling one with the world, one with the earth, one with the animals, one with all that is. And so that's what we do here. So this practice, you know, that you can have design it yourself. You are that magician. Use your breath to connect. Use your intentions, your confidence, your knowing. your self-realization to claim your rightful place in this cosmos. And know that you have such immense influence, because we all do. So I have the picture here that I showed before. This is something that Daniel Hallman created. Because when I got to see who we are, it was very simple. There was no complication. And this to me is always a reminder, especially in this world where we have so many different, ideas coming in right now, with so many people sharing, channeling, and who knows what. It can be very confusing. So it's great to bring it back to the simplicity of Mother Nature. Within her cosmic body, we all are stars. And we actually are. Just like when we work with the Big Dipper, and we know that the Big Dipper is a physical manifestation of great beings, because their soul manifests as stars, and so does our own. So within that creation, beyond all the holograms, beyond all the dream realities, beyond all the different dimensions, we all are stars. Now, as you know, all stars feel the best when they can shine the brightest they can possibly shine. And so that's you and me. That's all that we do here. And to be able to do it, we do have to create conditions. We have to create experiences. We have to create dream realities. We do all of that so that we can experience ourselves. When we get to experience, for example, yourself in a situation, then you know, am I loving? Am I giving? Am I compassionate? Because the situation invited you. And that's why we do have dream realities, so that we can experience ourselves. Isn't that amazing? So only within experience, we can get to know ourselves. And is that true? Only when we get to experience who we are within certain conditions, we can say, oh yeah, I am love. Or you can say, well, maybe I still have some baggage, maybe some shadows, maybe something is holding me back. And so we get to know. But the thing is, the design is beautiful. We all are always going higher and higher and higher, which means we are shining more and more and more and more. And the more we let go, the more we can be filled up. This is also the great teachings. I am bringing up now Taoism quite a lot recently, because when you think about it, for example, why Qigong is so healing, why people experience miraculous healing, is because they start moving their energy, they start liberating their system, they open up the channels, they let go, they relax. Relaxing and letting go is so important on the physical level, on the emotional level, on the mental level, because then you can be the empty cup, and then all this life force that we can call chi, we can call prana, cosmic energy, then she can fill you up. And this is our goal. So with all the breathing practices, I recommend really mastering few breaths. And that is, number one, for me, it's the breath of fire, energizing yourself, opening yourself up, massaging your spine with your breath. Qigong, I believe in spontaneous movement, meaning the mother will guide you. When you step outside and, it's not too uncomfortable, you can stay with her for a bit and say, mother, move me, mother, show me, mother, breathe through me, mother, show me how to move my body. And very often she will move you. And then with your eyes closed, you can feel her moving through you like that spiral, the beautiful goddess of rainbow light, the rainbow serpent of creation can move through you. And then she will move your arms, she will move your breath. All of it can be spontaneous, And so breath of fire is a beautiful pumping breath. So we're going to do that. And then the next breath that I recommend is breathing through your spine, learning how to breathe actually with your amazing imagination, your consciousness, which is unlimited. You can breathe through the spine, and you can either inhale up or inhale down. It doesn't matter. Some practices, it really depends which one you're doing, but being able to shift your consciousness into the spine, and that is amazing. Magic happens. And so for that, for example, you would learn how to do the Ujjayi and ocean breath, really valuable as well. And so these are just few breaths. And so let us go into a little bit of practice here. We're going to open ourselves up. And let me just, I have some videos, but I think we're going to, oh yeah, here it is. Da, 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 da. We're going to start with the breath of fire. And this one is on Gaia. So if you have Gaia TV, they have this wonderful Kundalini show with Guru Mukh. And so for this one, you don't have to be sitting on the ground at all. Actually, in Taoism, for example, they believe it's much more beneficial to be sitting on a chair. So if you're sitting on a chair, I will be sitting on a chair. And you don't need to put your arms up. That's not the, the point. The point is the breath. So let us follow for a few minutes the breath of fire. All right, skip.
Louder. And heal and energize and bring a radiance and health and beauty to you in as little as 1 minute. If you open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and begin to pant like a dog. This is how we learn breath of fire. From your belly, deep from your belly. Come on, get the tongue out and really pant. That's it. Now take it a little more aggressive, a little bigger, a little louder, a little more powerful. Pull those thumbs away from your fingers. Now close your mouth with that same breath through the nose. Good. Keep it going a little bit more. Moving the energy through your body. And inhale, hold it there. Very slowly, have your thumbs come all the way up to touch over the top of your head. And once they touch, plant them there, raise the fingers up, and then sweep on the exhale your arms all.
So this is the breath of fire. So if you really master the breath of fire, you will uncover the magic of it within you. You can massage your spine. You can allow the life force to flow through you. You open yourself up. And as you can imagine, being open means also having life that is open. So we don't like tightness, because when we are tight, we can call it stress, but it's so much more than stress. It means our energy is also tight. And so we want to be fluid like a river. We want to mimic nature, to be expanded with her, to really become one with her, to expand our physical body into her, and even beyond our nature here on planet Earth. We want to expand into our cosmic body. And that's again what we have done, to become one with cosmos, to actually embody cosmic consciousness within, and that is within all of us. So the next breath I will just be sharing here, it's without any visuals, but the next breath is the ocean breath. And so I found this one on YouTube. It's a nice instruction. It's a nice channel. I have shared this one before. The channel on YouTube is called Take a Deep Breath. And this guy, he has a lot of beautiful breathing exercises and instructions. So this is where he takes us through the Ujjayi breathing exercise. And so let us just follow with him. So it's called the ocean breath.
An exercise. This is the ocean sound breathwork pranayama. This breathwork should sound like the ocean, a calm, relaxing sound, which helps act as an anchor for our busy mind. This is a great form of meditation and relaxation. It can be helpful for thyroid problems, snoring and sleep apnea. Okay, I'm just going to explain how this exercise works. Imagine holding up a mirror to your mouth. And what we want to do is we want to blow fog onto that mirror. So we take a breath in through the nose and then blow that fog onto the mirror. Imagine the mirror's just in front of you. And that sound that we make, that is the throat muscles being used. So let's just try that again. In through the nose And let's blow that fog onto the mirror. Now for beginners, that might be enough. As we go through this exercise, all you'd need to do is go in through the nose and blow the fog out onto the mirror. However, the way the exercise is designed, and where we'd want you to get to, is actually having the mouth closed. But what we would do is we would contract the same muscles in the throat. So if we just do it one more time through the nose and blowing the fog onto the mirror, just pay attention to where those muscles are contracting in the throat to make the noise. And that's what we want to do with the mouth closed. So we'll go and do a couple of rounds of this now, but with the mouth closed. If it's too difficult, don't worry. Open the mouth and blow the fog onto the mirror. It's a fantastic way to start the exercise. The other thing you should know is that when you're breathing in through the nose, you also want to contract the same throat muscles. So you create that ocean sound in and out. And it's always with the mouth closed. But as I said, as a beginner, if you want the mouth open to do the fog on the glass, perfectly acceptable. I'm going to do a few rounds. Okay, hope you're sitting comfortably. Let's begin. Slowly breathing in through the nose. And then breathe out through the nose. Slowly breathing in through the nose. And then breathe out through the nose. Slowly breathing in through the nose. And then breathe out through the nose. Slowly breathing in through the nose. And then breathe out through the nose.
So now the next level to this is actually really imagining and seeing that you are taking this breath through the spine and really seeing the channel within the spine, this highway to really source, that you are breathing in and out with this Ujjayi breath through the spine.
You can hear that noise of the ocean, contracting those throat muscles. Just slowly in and out. In through the nose, out through the nose. The sound of the ocean you make can be a real nice anchor, just for meditation. If you find your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the sound and the feel of the breath. And slowly breathing in through the nose. And then breathe out through the nose.
Now, the way that Yogananda taught me this is that the spine is like a flute, and that flute needs to be open for it to play beautiful tones. And that once you liberate the flute, for example, through this breath, then you can take it to the next level. And just doing this, for example, before going to bed or early in the morning when you wake up, can really change your consciousness and open you up to mystical experiences, to a point where your third eye is completely open while you're breathing, for example, and you are seeing all the divine energies coming to you and through you because you have liberated yourself. So I always say, never know, maybe today is the day, maybe tonight is the night, but just doing these practices to be that beautiful, liberated flute so that the divine music can sound through you. And so today, today is the day, absolutely. And never feel discouraged if nothing happens, because we're moving through a lot of energies. And for some people, it can take days, months, years, it doesn't matter. But you never know if you are the one for whom it takes one day. And where we get there, you know, it's the onion thing. We peeling layers of really all that is burdening us so that we can be liberated. And you know, when you wake up and you say, well, today is the day. And so Patricia was saying that today is a day where we should once again work with those beautiful beings who came to give us really the consecration of our 4 earthly bodies. So we're going to do that. And for those of you, I think all of us have done this. So she said today, let's welcome the new year with this beautiful transmission. And so now we are open, our flutes are open. Again, you know, amazing stuff. And first, it may be that it feels like, you know, man, breathing exercises, but then one day you suddenly feel the passion for it, especially when you get a little glimpse of what is happening. And then it just gets better and better and better. So I wanted to play a little bit of music with this, because she was speaking it without music. Is the music audible? No. Maybe we will not hear music, but let us hear Patricia. So here's Patricia.
But listen to the words carefully. This is a powerful gift from the beings of light that have come to assist us from systems of worlds beyond anything we have ever experienced. This invocation is stated in the first person, so we'll each experience it perfectly, individually, but simultaneously, we are serving on behalf of all humanity. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother God. In loving gratitude, I breathe in my life force, which is my gift of life. With every elevated holy breath I take, my I am presence consecrates every thought, feeling, word, and action I express with light and love in appreciation for my gift of life. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. Collectively, humanity's I am presences now merge into one luminous being of light that is cradling Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her within the divinity of our unified heart flames. Humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth are now breathing in unison with me as one elevated holy breath. What I invoke for myself this day, I invoke on behalf of every person on this planet, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth, in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. Now, beloved presence of God, I am. Through the divinity blazing in every person's heart flame, I invoke the fifth dimensional silent watchers and the cosmic beings assisting us from systems of worlds beyond our great, great central sun. I invoke the solar logos from the Earth's lineage, including our physical sun, Helios and Vesta, our central sun, Alpha and Omega, our great central sun, Eloi and Eloah, and our great, great central sun, El and Allah. I also invoke the mighty Elohim and all of the beings of light serving the evolutions of earth from the realms of illumined truth. Simultaneously, I ask that on this sacred and holy day, through the divine intervention of the entire company of heaven, now gathered in the atmosphere of earth, I invoke from the very core of creation the most intensified frequencies of fifth dimensional crystalline solar light that humanity and the earth are capable of receiving at this time. Beloved ones, use this gift of light to accelerate the divine alchemy that is transfiguring the carbon-based earthly bodies of humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth into fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies. I ask that you also raise humanity's newly recalibrated spiritual brain centers, as well as our mental bodies, our superconscious minds, our conscious minds, our subconscious minds, and our physical brain structures into brand new levels of divine consciousness. This elevated shift of consciousness is now empowering all of humanity to clearly hear the inner voice of our I Am presence and the voices from the beings of light serving us from the heavenly realms as they help us to attain a state of listening grace. From this sacred space, I hear a voice speaking in the deepest recesses of my heart flame, and I listen. The divine words reverberating in my heart flame remind me that I am an instrument of God and that I have come to earth during this critical moment to be the heart, head, and hands of God in the physical world of form. As I listen to these words, I remember. This remembrance stirs within me the inner knowing that I have been preparing for eons of time for my divine mission during this cosmic moment. Deep within the recesses of my heart, I know that I have all of the wisdom, strength, skill, knowledge, talent, and ability I need to succeed in fulfilling my mission, God victoriously. I also have the courage to act now. Suddenly, I hear the voice of God calling me to a higher octave of divine service. I respond with willingness and enthusiasm. The voice of God reveals to me that due to the urgency of the hour, a contingency plan for the earth has been set into motion, and my assistance is acutely needed in order for the plan to succeed. I joyously agree to serve in whatever capacity I am needed. The voice of God speaking within my heart flame reveals that the time is short and that I am needed as a surrogate in this unprecedented divine plan to serve as an instrument of God on behalf of all of humanity. In deep humility and compassion, I volunteer. I take a deep breath and I feel myself spiraling up a scintillating shaft of light. In an instant, I am standing before the august presence of the cosmic beings that have come temporarily to assist us from systems of worlds beyond our great, great central sun. These beings of light have been given permission by our Father, Mother, God to assist humanity during this critical facet of Mother Earth's divine plan in ways that have never before been allowed by cosmic law. This is being allowed now because the love of our Mother God has at long last returned and is now reclaiming this earth. This divine intervention is being monitored by every person's I am presence and will occur for every son and daughter of God in alignment with our highest good and the maximum assistance that we are capable of safely assimilating. As I look upon these cosmic beings with wonder and awe, the light of 1,000 suns seems to be radiating through their heart flames. Exquisite colors, fragrances, musical tones, and frequencies of vibration beyond anything I have ever experienced begin to permeate my being. As this wondrous light enters the core of purity in every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of my earthly bodies, and all the spaces in between these particles, I realize that I am receiving a baptism by sacred fire directly from the heart of my Father, Mother God, the cosmic I am, all that is. I now feel my heart's call, and I move closer to the luminous presence of the cosmic beings. As one luminous presence, they place their blazing hands of light upon my head and decree, with this baptism by sacred fire from the heart of our Father, Mother God, we now consecrate your earthly bodies. We consecrate your mind to be one with the divine mind of God. The cosmic beings now place their hands of light upon my heart and decree, we consecrate your heart to be the open door through which our Father, Mother God's comprehensive divine love and limitless abundance will now flow to bless you and all life. The beings of the light now place their hands upon my eyes and decree, we consecrate your eyes to perceive the truth and to recognize perfection in all things. They now place their hands of light upon my ears and decree, we consecrate your ears to hear the still small voice of God within your heart for guidance and illumination. Truly listen and respond with love to all those who communicate with you. The cosmic beings now place their hands of light upon my lips and decree, we consecrate your lips to express only truth and to communicate clearly, openly, and honestly whenever you speak. They now place their hands of light upon my nose and decree, we consecrate your nostrils to breathe in the perfectly balanced holy breath of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This elevated holy breath will now revitalize, rejuvenate, and heal your earthly bodies with every breath you take. Their hands of light are now placed on my hands, and they decree, we consecrate your hands to bless and heal all that you touch. The cosmic beings now place their hands of light on my feet and decree, we consecrate your feet so that as you continue your earthly sojourn, you will walk the path of light. As you fulfill your divine plan, you will reach your highest divine potential as an instrument of God. And the cosmic beings finally decree, in the name of the cosmic I am, all that is, we decree that this baptism by sacred fire and this consecration through the infinite light of our Father, Mother, God has been victoriously fulfilled for every man, woman, and child on earth. And so it is.
And so it is.
In deep humility and gratitude, I express my appreciation for the opportunity to be an instrument of God in this new and greatly accelerated way. Father, Mother, God, allow me to be the open door for the light of God and a force of healing for all life I come in contact with during my earthly sojourn. In my mission of being an instrument of God, magnetize into my sphere of influence every person, place, condition, or thing that I can assist in any way with God's infinite light. Give me the divine opportunities to love all life free on this sweet earth. I am open, I am willing, I am receptive, and I am grateful. I am God's infinite light in action on earth. And so it is.
And so
Beloved, I am that I am.
that I am. And so it is, my dear friends. This is going to be a great year. And what is going to make it so great is you, your amazing willingness to be liberated. And so the tools are very simple. I only speak from experience, so I have to say, sometimes it's a lot of work, but it's okay. The reward is always unbelievably sweet. And it's so sweet. It is unbelievably sweet. When we can let go of the human self that had some stories, histories, ideas, preferences, judgments, that self can actually dissolve. And we help with the breath, and we help with meditation. And, you know, all types of meditation, whatever you love, whatever it is that you love. Some people don't love doing the Orin work. That totally is okay. It is not the only path. You know, and so you also might be going through different stages of your own preferences. You might feel more drawn to certain things and less drawn to other things. It's all good. Just follow that amazing intelligence within the heart. The heart is the one that's going to be making decisions on the new earth. And so when you do your breathing, for example, again, find the breath you love. It's not the breath that I'd recommend. It's going to be the one you love. I just present what works for me. And, you know, around us might be maybe childhood trauma. Maybe there might be some stuff, sadness. Maybe there might be depression. Maybe there's some stuff from past life. Maybe there's stuff from a relationship. It's okay. We can dissolve it all and get to a complete state of freedom. And in that state of freedom, you will find an incredible dichotomy. And the dichotomy to me is nothing really matters. And yet it all does. So nothing on the outside really matters. And yet it all does within you. That's where it matters. Who you are matters. Nothing on the outside matters. It's okay to let it all go, because it's only the result of past. Always remember, everything you see is the result of past human collective unconsciousness, past personal unconsciousness with some consciousness. But if you decide today that you are all love, you can dissolve it all around you. And that's why Patricia speaks about loving all life free. That's the only way. It is true liberation. And so now let us go into the second part. Now that we are so activated, I made a video for activating the new earth consciousness, which is what Patricia transmitted to us. And so here is the video. And this is something where you want to engage also your visual senses. So watching the beautiful visuals. I always work with all the beautiful beings of light who come to recommend, what to use. So here it is, 12 minutes, and then we'll conclude.
As I breathe in deeply, I go within to the divinity of my heart flame. My heart chakra is open to full breath, and I am now experiencing the infinite gratitude and eternal peace of God flowing through my heart flame and expanding into the heart flames of every man, woman, and child on earth. I realize that as the eternal peace and infinite gratitude of my Father, Mother, God lift me up, all life is being lifted up with me. My Father, Mother, God are blessing me in appreciation for my willingness to be the open door for this sacred gift of light on behalf of humanity and all life evolving on Mother Earth. I am now reaching into a new octave of my godhood, and my Father, Mother, God are able to easily move through me. My eyes become blazing rays of light through which the light of God blesses all life. My hands become mighty conductors of God's healing power. My lips become the instruments through which God's words are formed and directed into the physical plane of earth. My feet walk the path of light. My life force is the vehicle through which God enters the world to love and serve all life. Now, with every breath I take, eternal peace and infinite gratitude are being integrated into every facet of who I am. As this occurs, I begin to see with new eyes and hear with new ears. A vision of the new earth is now appearing before me, and I am able to understand more consciously than ever before the monumental moment unfolding on this blessed planet. It is a wondrous time. Great changes are taking place everywhere on earth. In my mind's eye, I see that the earth is becoming a planet of exquisite beauty and harmony. Her majestic mountains, daisy-splattered meadows, billowing clouds, golden desert sands, and sky blue waters are beginning to once again reflect their exquisite beauty. Birds are singing. Children and animals are playing. Men and women live, love, and work together in harmony, peace, respect, and acceptance. The sun is shining, and gentle rays kiss the ground with sweet blessings. It is a time of transfiguration, for unto earth is dawning the age of oneness and divine love. Our Father, Mother God, and the company of heaven see that all nations of earth, from east, west, north, and south, are developing emissaries of light. These precious light workers from all nations, religions, races, cultures, and creeds are joining together to contemplate, study, research, learn, and explore viable solutions that will improve the quality of life for all life evolving on this sweet earth. Within the divinity of every person's heart flame, they know that the new earth will not just happen. It will begin within the heart and mind of each person and be co-created through our heart-based thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. Our beloved godparents are observing the awakening taking place within the hearts and minds of humanity. They witness peacemakers embracing the combatants of the warring nations in an invincible force field of comprehensive divine love. This force field of divine love is softening the hearts of the combatants. A new level of oneness and reverence for all life is awakening within the deepest recesses of their heart flames. New, positive ways of solving their differences begin to flow into their conscious minds. They realize that divine reason and practical negotiations are far more effective than arms. The leaders of nations begin seeing, understanding, and talking to each other. They join hearts, minds, souls, and strengths for the benefit of all humanity. The visionaries, the souls who are the architects for the earth's transfiguration, are actively working toward the highest good for all concerned. They hold the immaculate concept for Mother Earth and all life abiding upon her. They do not see the limiting illusions of humanity's miscreations. They peer beyond the veils and mists of doubt and uncertainty and pierce the walls of time. Our Father, Mother God observe the awakening taking place on earth and rejoice in the truth that humanity is beginning to remember our oneness with all life. Through humanity's unified efforts, hunger, disease, ignorance, war, and suffering are eliminated. Each person is co-creating a rich, fulfilling life. Greed, corruption, and the wealth and power of the few at the expense of the masses is no longer a viable option. A new level of understanding is awakening the profound truth within every soul that the infinite abundance of God is humanity's divine birthright. A consciousness of right thinking, feeling, speaking, and acting among all people is assuring the fulfillment of the divine plan for planet Earth and all of her inhabitants. The flame of divinity that blazes within every precious person is expanding in size and brilliance. People are living in harmony and peace with each other and their planetary home. They are revering all life and honoring the resources of Earth. Now, the majestic angel of renewal and restoration descends into the atmosphere of Earth. With the assistance of this magnificent being of light, the emissaries of light from all over the world travel to every land, touch every nation, and bless all people by spreading the word of the dawning age of oneness and divine love, and the birth of the new earth. Fragrances of the light of truth blossom wherever their footsteps fall. A clarion call sounds, and a mighty trumpet reverberates throughout the universe, calling all great beings of the cosmos to come and see the miracle taking place on earth. These great ones behold humanity, experiencing an awakening into God awareness. This new level of divine consciousness is reflected in every person's life through their heart-based thoughts, feelings, words, and behavior patterns. The rejoicing is tremendous. The heavens ring with the songs of angels and humanity. The earth has donned her seamless garment of light and reclaimed her rightful place in the universe. She is now a planet of light. With infinite gratitude, our omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent Father, Mother, God respond. How magnificent you are, beloved sons and daughters. Welcome home. I now return my consciousness to the room. I become aware of my physical body, and I allow this vision and the full momentum of eternal peace and divine gratitude to be assimilated on my holy breath into my physical, etheric, mental, and emotional bodies. And so it is.
And so it is, my friends. Pretty incredible. So this is from Patricia's, I think it was her last or second last vlog. And Manny, one of our soul brothers here, he always helps me to pull the audio out. And then I created the visuals. And so it is right now as a video on Green Tara YouTube, but Patricia might be using it too. So thank you for magnetizing it. The visuals are always important, of course, because, you know, we have been brainwashed, as you can imagine, by the visuals that this world offers us, by all of it. You know, everywhere you look, it's brainwash. But when we actually engage with our pineal gland with the right visuals, we are restoring our divinity simply by looking at these divine visuals. Also listening to divine music, and so on, as you can imagine. So very often, you know, people meditate with visuals. They look at something and then close their eyes. And that is, for example, the yantra. So restoring ourselves, opening our hearts, making ourselves available to this beautiful energy so that it can flow through us. Also, I will be opening my calendar today for February and March, because now I know my schedule. I usually like to do about one session a day, sometimes two, but usually just one. And that is for a really specific reason, because there's a lot that I do before the session and a lot that I do after the session, so that we can lift everyone to their highest consciousness, liberate every single one of us, so that all the children of Divine Mother are available for her greatness. And so I will not be sending any emails out for this lunar cycle anymore, just so that you know, I don't want to spam people anymore. But the dates are always posted on the website. The times are always the same, except for the 3rd of January and the 6th of January, because I'll be traveling. So we'll just have one alignment that day. And so thank you so much for being here once again. Happy New Year to everyone. We'll be repeating this beautiful ritual of liberation and then activation this evening at 5 p.m. So have a blessed, happy New Year. Thank you so much.